Hello everyone, this is Sonic Sam. If you don't know, Withering Waves is doing quite well right now. Quite well. Especially after the first official banner came out. Which is, I forgot her name. I haven't touched her in her story yet, and I want to, like, keep a secret so I can be surprised since I believe she does have a story quest. So I'm excited to try it. But yeah, no, apparently this girl with the red hair, the Dommy Mommy, is doing quite well. So let's listen about it because I have an idea what he might be talking about this time.
Before we go any further into this stuff, right? I do want to discuss something that I think is very important. Something that Wuthering Waves just achieved. Something that a lot of non-Wuthering Waves players, specifically Wuthering Waves haters, disbelievers, never thought could happen. Earlier today, 2:22 a.m., the Wuthering Waves Twitter made this tweet. Dear Rovers.
Okay, so I was correct. So apparently the store for the store where you actually would buy like actual currency, not where you would, use the currency, the place you actually would be able to buy the currency, like directly from them to actually get it, it went down, which means they got so many people that were trying to use actual money to buy the premium currency to roll for characters. There were so many that it crashed their servers. That is a great sign.
We're aware of the payment failure issue that impacted some players from the 6 at 10:15 to the 6 at 10:32. This was a 17-minute window. The issue has now been fixed. We will issue 160 Asterite, which is a free poll for all players as compensation. Thank you for your understanding and support. Now, people are looking at this and thinking, oh, they must have had some connectivity issues. Sure. That doesn't mean anything. No, that there is significant meaning behind this. I'm sure for many of you that played Honkai Star Rail, you remember when Jing Yuan was released. When Jing Yuan was released, his character was actually so popular. He crashed, completely crashed.
I remember this. I remember this guy being such a popular character since he was the big. We had a few banners before him, but this was like a bigger banner. Plus, he had a whole cutscene with when I'm using his Thunderlord, and us being told that we were going to be able to use Thunderlord. I remember him being quite popular. Not only that, you guys will be surprised how many females play Honkai Star Rail and the Genshin Impact and all their games and such.
Hoyo's payment system. Nobody could purchase him. Nobody could purchase a currency to actually pull for Jing Yuan. People lost their minds. They were like, oh my god, this is the first time this has happened. Genshin Impact never had a character that crashed their payment never had their payment system. No. But Jing Yuan for Honkai Star Rail did. Jing Yuan set records. Yinlin released. And within 15 minutes, completely crashed their payment servers. There were so many people topping up to pull for Yinlin that their servers completely crashed.
And this is a great problem to have. Everyone's like, oh, that shows that they don't care. They're not ready for this. No, that's perfect. That shows that they're here to play and they're here to make some money because, man, if that many people were going in there to crash their servers, stopping them from literally spending money, giving them money, that is a great sign.
Flatlined. They can't even take our money properly. I know, right? People started making threads over on Reddit. Some of them are very positive, like this one. Kudo gives 160 Asterites as compensation for payment failure issues encountered the other day. Some of them are very negative, saying, just another Kudo stumble. Kudo don't know how to do anything. Blah, blah, blah.
The Genshin stands that are hating on this game are so ridiculous, man. Like, they really are. Let this game exist, guys. Please, Even though I think they do it, they do it more often because they're just degenerates, but also because I think they actually believe Withering Waves is a threat, and I think it is. I think Withering Waves is gonna be up there. I don't think it's gonna kill Genshin, but man, it's gonna be up there. It's gonna do some work.
When he released, he earned $7.6 million for Honkai Star Rail on his very first day. Jing Yuan's release yielded the highest single-day revenue so far, as per AppMagic. Now, Wuthering Waves reached the top #1 in Japanese sales ranking after releasing
Oh
their
shit!
Yinlin
Wait a
banner.
minute.
This did
Wait a minute. I didn't see this. Wait a minute. Let me. Are they number one right now? Shut
not
up.
happen
No way.
with Gion.
There's no way.
When Yinlin's banner was released, they immediately shot up to number 1. They passed.
Okay, I gotta read this here. So we got it at the top, and it says it went from 47 all the way to number. That's wild. That is wild. Usually this chart is mostly like Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, them kind of jumping back and forth with every little update. So seeing it jump from 47 all the way up to that, oh, that's wild. That's bloody wild. Well done.
Puzzle
well done,
Dragons.
Withering Waves.
They passed Romancing Saga Universe. They passed Genshin Impact. They actually knocked Genshin down from number 1 down to number 2. They moved up 47 positions. Not 1 position, not 2 positions. They moved up 47 positions.
That's so wild. That is so wild. Well done, Withering Waves. I'm so goddamn impressed. Well done.
That is thanks to Yinlin. Yinlin
is mommy and she's getting in there.
skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Wuthering Waves, popularity, success, revenue. People are like, oh, you know what? The Yinlin banner is barely going to do anything for them. Nobody's going to buy Yinlin. Everybody's going to top up for Yinlin. You know why? Because nobody's left playing the game. Everybody already quit. Number 1. Moved up 47 positions. Everyone was holding off for her. They were. I know. And this is proof of that. But haters are saying no. You know, the 25 million they made in their first week on mobile, that was on the lower end of the spectrum. But evidently, if they started off with Yinlin rather than Gion, they would have made exponentially more. And that is proof right here that even 2 weeks, 3 weeks after the game launched, they could still skyrocket to number 1. Dude, the haters must be mauling over this. Yinlin will dominate their wallet as well. Yeah.
And I think Withering Waves knew when they released her as the second, when they released her as the official first banner character instead of the Lancer looking character. Everyone knew that it was gonna make money. That girl looks so hot and sexy that I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna milk this girl, and we want her to milk us. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Power of hot. Yinlin was gonna make them this much money. Maybe they should have launched with her. Well, look at it this way, okay? Because they didn't launch with her, there were a bunch of people that actually bought Gion. Now, if they had launched with her and had Gion as the follow-up character, they might have had a lot less sales because people would have exhausted all their money attempting to get Yinlin. So I think this was actually a smart move because they launched, typically games, when gacha games launch, they accumulate the majority of their bulk revenue in the first week. So, with this in mind, tons of people spent money, tons of whales spent money, and then they follow up with a banner that is even more anticipated. So all those people, all the whales, now spend on Yinlin as well. It's genius. Now it looks like it made good money in its first week, in its first 8, 10, 11 days, and 3 weeks out, it's making even more than it made during its first week. That is phenomenal. That is absolutely freaking crazy. Number 1, knocking down and dethroning Genshin this week. Boob saved the gaming industry. Who would have thought that?
That's pretty good. I admit the boobs saved the game, man. We did it, boys. We did it. Hentai connects all of us, boys. It truly does.
Female characters were more popular in gacha games, right? Wuthering Waves has made 468 million Japanese yen so far this month in only 6 days. Last month's revenue was 249 million Japanese yen between May 23rd and May 31st. That was 9 days. So, with this in mind, this week, in the last 6 days, Wuthering Waves has already almost doubled its first week's revenue. Let's do a conversion here. 240, this is just within Japan, by the way. 249 million yen in US dollars.
USD, it is.
So in Japan, in its first 10 days, it made 1.5 million.
That's pretty good.
3
Not
million
bad, not
in
bad.
its next 6 days. Absolutely crazy. So its follow-up.
people will be like, oh, those aren't Genshin numbers. Those aren't the big numbers Genshin produced. That is fine. Most mobile games would be glad to have anything close to that every month or so. That they'd be ecstatic. They'd be like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Just taking that small percentage of Genshin is money, dog. So that's why I'm like, oh yeah, they're probably way happy about that. Whew, I would be shit.
Up week actually somehow doubled its previous launch week. Dude, that is almost unheard of.
You done staring?
Wait, excuse me, what?
You done staring?
Are you done staring?
Oh, the mommy boys, the mommy. I love that shit.
She knows. She
knows.
knows. Oh my god.
I mean, look at her. Jesus Christ.
How does she know?
Should I start thinking about how to repay you?
Should I start thinking
Boys.
about how to repay you, chat?
Six is married. His girlfriend must be ecstatic, alright? They must have lots of fun cosplaying stuff, alright? I'm just saying. And if that is what's going on, Sticks, much love, brother. Much love.
Well, I mean, I'm sure we can think of a few different ways, right?
Think you've got permission?
Wait. Okay.
Now you'll behave.
What?
Holy shit! Holy shit!
This was worth the $100. This was so worth it. Yes. Oh my god.
You know what? Yeah, I agree. I
We're
agree.
very immature here, and I bet there are going to be some people online that are definitely offended by the fact that we went. But you know what? Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, if you guys don't know, this is Sticks. If you're not subscribed to him, subscribe to the guy. He keeps you up with all the good updates and stuff, especially also in MMOs. I don't think he's putting so much up on his MMO channel, just because, I mean, let's be honest, MMOs, they only update so often. But the gacha communities, they update all the time. So if you haven't what's called to Sticks, please do so. Sticks is a great YouTuber. He's doing great work. He produces way more videos than I do. He deserves much love, and I have nothing but love and respect for the guy. You know, and he's fucking gorgeous. Look at him. You see that ending when he was dancing? Gorgeous. Gorgeous bastard he is. But alright guys, thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all the good stuff you guys usually do. His video will be in the description. Please go to him, subscribe, and at least like his video. Show him the love that he deserves. And remember guys, there's only two kinds of people in this world. Become the third. I'll see you next time.